are not late.
The crowd goes wild.
I didn't even tweet this out.
You didn't tweet it out?
No.
Dude, we were supposed to be prepared. You expect us to be...
We need staff.
No wonder why we're late.
I know.
We need somebody to just whip us into shape.
Yeah.
You know what we need? We need a girl. You know why? Because they're organized.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna like whip us all into shape. Like men together, it's just like not gonna do anything. But you need somebody with like an organizational touch.
Yeah, men together have never accomplished anything. They needed a woman to be like, hey.
Yeah, you need somebody to whip your shape. You need something like, hey, you need to get your ass back in line.
That's right. Or it was the end goal, right? It's like, all right, we got to please the women here. Let's go out and create a company.
It's not even pleasing the women. It's just they're better at that shit.
We got to protect our women's. All right. That's going to get clipped.
Oh, that's going to get insta canceled, man. I'm going to be called a misogynist, even though I'm complimenting them.
You are a misogynist against is that what you called it in Canada? You're a misogynist?
A misogynist, huh?
Yeah, you were a misogynist in Canada.
Funny. You're hilarious.
Not gay if it were in another country. Anyways,
no, I thought it's not gay unless the balls touch.
That's right, unless the balls touch. It is Tuesday the 6th. The NBA Finals are going on. The Montreal Canadiens staved off elimination, pleasing the mayor of Tampa, who wanted the Lightning to lose. And I'm telling you, that could end up biting them.
That's jinxing, man.
In the ass.
Honestly, if you got a chance to win a cup, you go for the kill. I mean, let's be real. Tampa Bay did play better than Montreal, but Montreal got a game stolen in game 2, so I consider it like a one-on-one switch.
Montreal,
you know what would make me laugh hysterically, even though I don't think Montreal is going to win the cup? It's that if Montreal wins game 5 with all the hype and expectation, and that mayor has to eat a bag of shit, I will laugh hysterically at her.
Yes. And apparently,
like, you talk about that shit, that girl's a clown.
Yeah, apparently she interjected herself into all the celebrations.
Yeah, she did that
last year. And she's a clown, a feces-eating politician.
She's the bad politician that makes herself the center of attention instead of trying to improve the city around her.
Isn't that every politician?
Oh, a good chunk of them. The ones that are try to be honorable and integrable, they don't get past the first round of voting because they don't talk enough shit and slander their opponents.
Yeah, so, those people run companies or are volunteers or run charities, or they're the good people that know how to manage people. They end up being successful in something way better than politics because
they don't kiss enough ass to be in politics.
You only get into politics to become the devil.
Become filthy rich and take money from lobbyists.
Yes. All right. So the subject of the show is, and we don't want to not deliver on the promises, the most uninformed NBA Finals preview ever. Because, I mean, I've been following the finals. Devin Booker is a beast. Antetokounmpo is going to be a game time decision here. And I think that this is going to be a very good finals for once. What do you think, Tree?
I think so, too. I mean, this is the first time. I thought it was like 7 or 8. It turns out it's about 10. First time with no Golden State or no LeBron in the finals.
Wow.
It's a beautiful day, man.
Wow. The NBA has unfucked itself.
It's unfucked, and all it took were a shitload of injuries. So, You know what? Hey. I'll take it.
And Chris Paul,
if it weren't for the injuries, it'd be Nets versus Lakers.
Yeah, and the thing that I was impressed with the Bucks is that they won basically without Giannis. They closed out the series against the Hawks, which they got to face a hobbled Trae Young, but still they won it without their most valuable player. And so that I think if he doesn't play tonight, maybe the Suns steal tonight's game, but if he's going to play and whatever minutes you can get out of him, he's going to be effective. So I don't know. We'll probably we'll maybe read some super chats before we give our official predictions. But I think it's going to be a good finals. I don't think it's going to be like the Stanley Cup finals where one team is just clearly better than the other. This is a very difficult finals to gauge for sure.
Easily.
Yep.
It depends if Giannis is there to begin with.
But I think though, even if he doesn't play, they're still pretty game. You know, Middleton is starting to play the way that he's supposed to, and they're getting quality minutes out of everyone. So, but the Suns are the X factor. You know, like how good is Booker going to be? Well, he's going to be good, but Chris Paul, can he run the point? Like, we'll see. But I think it's going to be an evenly matched. Could go 7, which would be what's his name? Adam Silver's fucking wet dream right there. As if it goes 7 games. But I don't know. I'm not ready to put in a prediction quite yet. We'll see what the peanut gallery says throughout the super chats. And we have just crossed the 300 viewer threshold. Very good, very good. Let's get it up to 400. We like these
500. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's get 500 for a mid-summer stream where
we hit about like 400 or 500 a couple times over the last month.
Yeah,
which I mean isn't bad, but
no, not at all. I'm not complaining. Yeah. I remember when we first started this, 60.
We were doing like 160 to 70.
Yeah, those 60 people.
And yeah, we were just sitting around like, oh, are we allowed? Is it 3 months yet? It's like, no.
That process was so.
It was the longest 3 months in our history.
That was so painful.
And it should have been a sign for us to stop, and we are stubborn fuckers, so that's why we did not stop.
Here we are. 193 episodes later, right? Is that how many we've done?
I think that's how.
Yeah, we're closing in on 200 episodes. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if later on they start using our dumpster fire, like our early things, just as torture devices to get vital information from foreign combatants. I could see that happening someday. It's like, oh, you get to listen to Yinzer mode. It's like okay, I'll tell you where the nukes are.
I'll give up my sources. Just don't make me listen to the bald guy again. Oh my gosh, these two are so unentertaining. I hate them. He thinks the Cowboys are good. Anyway, no, that's a different show.
Yeah, but still, actually, clickbait wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah, clickbait would be even more torture. That's round 2 when they're like, oh, we've almost broken them. We can either go with the Chinese water torture or we make them watch clickbait. What's it going to be?
I don't know, man.
And he's like, oh, he said the Cowboys would win 15 games next year.
With the Cowboys, I hate it.
This guy said that the Broncos are going to go 11-5. I can't take.
And then you see Scooter do a personal one. It's like, okay, chat, press 1 if you want to stop this right now and give away your information.
It's the Dumpster Fire Interrogation Street series. Mm-hmm. All right, let's start in with these supers so that we can have a wonderful show tonight. I'm currently watching the Braves play the Pirates, though, because the Mets game is in delay. And then the finals game will start at 9 p.m. But maybe we'll catch the beginning of that. But you know, they have to do the pomp and circumstance all beforehand.
Even
so
for
I don't think tip-off is until like 9:17. We might be over before that. But Tucker White returns to the dumpster fire with a $5 holler. Last night, Atlanta lost to Pittsburgh. Repeat, the Braves were blown out by the Pirates, who are a jizz stain on Major League Baseball. And
Braves are like just cursed this year. They like got like the Mets curse, and it happened to them this year.
From
like
2 years
snake
ago.
Bit this year.
Yeah,
like it's just like nothing has gone right for them.
Yeah, did you see the other day Pablo Lopez threw one pitch? He hit Ronald Acuna in the back and got ejected right off the bat.
Yeah, well, the Marlins have that history though. Like Urania, like beamed him a couple times, so that's why they're doing the zero tolerance stuff.
Yeah, but they're pitching him tonight or tomorrow night, or I think they're pitching him tonight because like they just counted that as like a warm up or something. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want to pitch him the next day, even though he threw one pitch and took the L in that game. By the way, he took the loss because Acuna's run ended up scoring one pitch. V-Man 29397. Does V-Man stand for Virgin Man? Or is it?
No, I thought it was a vertical man or
vertical man. Vertigo
Violet
Man.
Man.
Violet Man?
Violin Man.
Tree, if Montreal wins the cup, come on the live stream after drinking French Canadian caribou cocktail.
Interesting.
What was the name of that beer that we had at the rail yard?
It was like a Pilsner, but that's Toronto beer. I mean, you need to go French Canadian beer. You probably have to go like Unibrow, like Quebecois beer, like La Fin du Monde.
Who remembers what that beer was? It was like, it tasted like Miller Lite.
Well, most of the Ontario beer tasted watered down.
Yeah, well, it was the only local beer that I really liked, though.
It's probably Ontario liquor laws. That's what a lot of Canadians have been saying to me. It's like, you drank Ontario beer. That sucks ass.
What's the name of the liquor store? LMFAO or something?
No, it's LCBO. It's like our version of wine and spirits.
Hey, Shuddy, what's the name of the liquor store here? LMFAO? What is it? Huh? Tell me about it. Oh, nice play by the shortstop by the Braves. Ben Gamble just lined out. Toon Linkaman. Who do you guys have for the finals? I got the Suns because they beat my Lakers in the first round. Let's see here. Should we start with predictions now? Are we going to call it now this early?
We'll wait a little bit. Let's drag it out drag build up that hype.
Drag it a little more. That's how we do it. I don't think we did an NBA predictions.
We did one a couple years ago. I remember you were doing like a stream. I think that's how we ended up getting suspended. You got streaming rights suspended because you had
no.
Rockets and Warriors in the background, and it just like, nope, you're gone.
No, the year after that, we had C Saint on, and we had Eric Rayweather come on, and we made predictions. And I think I picked the Warriors to make the playoffs, and they didn't. That was like 2 years ago. But yeah, we did not make any predictions. Did we make NHL predictions though?
This year?
Yeah. NHL.
I think
August 11th, 2020, we made NHL picks.
We did. Okay. You and your notes.
Yeah. Well, I had the Knights versus the Canes in the final.
Yeah. I mean,
you had the Flyers versus the Golden Knights.
When we
no. You had the Flyers versus Colorado.
Yeah,
but I think this for the bubble though. I think
it was the bubble. Yes.
Yeah, this was for the bubble. Did we?
Because the Flyers were on like a bit of a tear.
Did we do one for
NBA
21?
I don't think. I think I just said the Lakers are going to win. Fuck it.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think we did an NHL for this year though. That's weak. We suck, man. We suck.
Oh, we do suck.
But we'll do. Did we even do MLB predictions?
Well, MLB was just too boring.
Oh, we did do MLB predictions 2021, but we did not do
2020
NBA.
Was weird.
Yeah. No, we did for 2021. We did this in March. And so far we had it was me, you, and Hiei. You have the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series, and the Dodgers winning.
Well, I don't know about the Yankees.
I have the Astros and the Braves, with the Astros winning.
The Astros are looking pretty good, though.
Hiei is the only one that makes sense. He's got the A's and the Dodgers, with the Dodgers winning. And Dodge has the Red Sox and the Cardinals, with the Cardinals winning. And that's not looking so bad. I do have the Mets winning the NL East, but
I mean, I had the Mets winning the NL East too.
Yeah, but I had the Braves as wild card too, which is looking pretty dumb.
Well, I had the Phillies as wild card, and they still don't have a goddamn bullpen. So,
I should stop making predictions.
Oh, dude, I just do it for shits and giggles. That's all I do it for.
Yeah, the only reason that y'all even know about these predictions, like remember before we got into sport, before we were shit posters, we would just make predictions to ourselves and then we would just be wrong in our heads, and then we would have no record of it whatsoever. Now there's a record. See?
Oh yeah,
because we think we're hot shit with our stupid little stream.
Well, we think we're hot shit in general because we do this shit for a living.
Yeah.
We should just get real jobs. We should just go work at a coal mine.
Get black lung.
Yeah.
Tucker White, 94. So between a reverse sweep choke and Canada losing Lord Stanley for the 29th year, what would be more hilarious? I would love to see a reverse sweep.
Oh, dude, if a reverse sweep happens in the cup, the memes amplify for Tampa.
Yes. I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think that Tampa's just so much better. Tampa should have won that game. They had a chance. They had a double.
They hit a couple goalposts.
Yeah. They had a double minor in overtime. Like they had a golden opportunity. That the fact that penalty came so late in the game hurt them. Like usually there's some statistic that says that if a penalty to start a period, the scoring is like it's only like 10%. Like for some reason everyone's the PKs rested up. Hiei.
Yeah, with a 50.
Hiei hitting us with the 50. Oh, sorry.
Keep doubling up.
You read this in Hiei's voice.
I don't know which one. Developers of America, our spiritual forefather, Steve Ballmer, is sad. Developers. Finals are looking to be like watching a deer get hit by a train. Props to Tom on his vulnerable video the other night. Liberty is never free. America stands together.
America for spacious crowds, for choking late in the playoffs, for blaming the McCaskey lady for everything that happened. America. Sorry. Was that worse than Brandon's country song?
I don't know. It's off the cuff, so I don't know. I mean, if we were all to do a specific song, it would all suck. So
yeah. Developers. Hiei will get you in a little bit. We'll get you in at the halfway point, you and Dodge. Okay.
Kids and your developers.
Mm-hmm. Developers. Did you remember we talked about this on Clickbait Sports? Did y'all see him grope the two guys beside him?
Yeah, he grabbed their legs. And it's like the inside of their legs. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And like the dude around him's like, dude, get the fuck
off.
He
was like, Steve.
It's like, dude,
I know you're a billionaire, but you just can't grab my my calves like my quads like that. I mean,
it's not even quads. It's like the hip adductor.
Yeah, he grabbed like the front and he just ran his hands down very creepily over that person's both people like he was doing the ski poles. Like I was like, oh, Steve. And nobody says anything because he's a billionaire, right? Like that should be all over the media.
Well, if there was like maybe a random woman next to him, it would be all over the guy.
Yeah, if it was two guys.
Like if it was just like random like people, it's just like what the
That's a double standard. Those two guys got groped.
Well, I mean, at this rate, if your dude's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just weird. Remind me never to sit. Well, actually, remind me to sit next to Steve Ballmer. I might get a handy out of it.
You might not get a handy. You might get a lawsuit out of it, dude.
Swimming onion. That sounds like a British name, don't you think? I know it's early, but what head coaches do you think are on the hot seat this year? My money is on Zimmer or Nagy. Head coaches in the NFL already on the hot seat. Gosh, you can't even say hot seat until week 2. Right?
Yeah, I mean, most of the part, it's all speculation. I mean, you can make the argument for Zach Taylor. You can make the argument for Gruden. You can make the argument for, like, Kingsbury.
Yeah. I guess theoretically, okay, if you want to say hot seat, like if a team starts 0-2, who's getting fired?
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
For sure.
Maybe McCarthy, but I don't know if, like, Cowboys want to pay him.
I don't think the Cowboys get rid of McCarthy yet. Right, like he'd have to start 0-5 for his ass to get fired, and even then, because I just cannot wait until they start 0-3, and Scooter is just bowing down.
He's losing his mind, and then we will all just rub in his face about how they wanted to go 15-2. We'll make it into a soundbite.
What does he have to buy, Tom, if they go 0-3? Like something like
I forget. It's like an autographed like jersey or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Belichick's on the hot seat for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Irvin Alvarado, I watched Saturday's Mets versus Yankees in person at Yankee Stadium. I think the Yankees are cooked because Mets pour 8 runs on them, and the Mets bullpen were solid. FYI, bleacher seats is best in Yankee Stadium. Yeah, that was a good series for the Mets. 2 out of 3. They should have won the last game. Didn't, but they took 2 out of 3 without having to use DeGrom. And the Yankees blew a 5-4 lead when Pete Alonso hit a home run.
Off Aroldis Chapman, all-star Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's an all-star because he's been blowing leads left and right. He has that little awkward smile like.
He's an all-star like Mitch Trubisky was in the Pro Bowl. Just what are you doing here? Like Evan Ingram, why are you here? I hope that you didn't think that you deserved this. Trent Dilfer made a Pro Bowl, by the way. Mm-hmm. So really all-star criteria kind of sus.
All you have to do is to say that John Scott made an all-star team. That's
John
all you have to say.
Scott, yeah, he did because of the voting was rigged. And then he was the All-Star Game MVP, though. So yeah, don't forget that. John Scott making the All-Star Game is like if...
It's like if, like, say,
Patton,
shoot.
Let's say like a backup tight end that everyone... Like, it's like if Cole...
It's like if Tim Tebow made a Pro Bowl.
Yes, as a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Scott making the All-Star Game was the biggest farce in all of sports. And then the NHL tried to stop it from happening. And then you got the most magical moment on earth, which was him becoming the All-Star Game MVP.
Yep. The NHL did stop it once before with Roy Fitzpatrick.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a previous voting campaign for him. Like this was like about 5 or 6 years beforehand.
Really? Fuck
yeah.
They want to ruin every great moment. I think Tanner Glass should be an all-star for sure.
Do you really want Tanner Glass to be an all-star?
Okay. Tom Wilson should be an all-star. He's so popular and great with all the with the other players, like so well liked, and his game is clean. People just don't understand Tom Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Dodger of Zion, here's hoping Giannis and his crew didn't wind up like a deer in sunlight. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good series, man.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it hard. It's gonna be lots of action, good basketball, lots of threes getting hoisted up. I would be shocked if it ends quicker than 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
You read Storm is Enormous.
Storm is Enormous. Can you give a shout out to my 96-year young Aunt Ruth? Thanks. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Do we need to do like a fake song like Happy Dumpster Fire Birthday, Happy Dumpster Fire to you, Happy Dumpster Fire Day. Don't let your life burn in front of you. I don't know. It's like you can't say Happy Birthday because it's copyrighted.
When you worked at that establishment, did y'all have a song that y'all sang?
No.
You didn't do Happy Birthday?
Well, we did Happy Birthday, but you technically have to let them start it because it's like trademarked.
Oh, so like as long as they started.
Certain steakhouses have like their own fancy like birthday song.
There's one
Outback has the Bonsai Birthday. Texas Roadhouse has their own thing. Outback and like not Outback, but like Chili's and
was it Friendly's? I think it was Friendly's that did have a happy birthday. Happy birthday, and now you're fucking shit or something like that. And I'd be like, this is stupid. Just sing the damn happy birthday. Whatever, whoever owns the copyright to it, which is bullshit, by the way. It should be in public domain.
Well, I mean, you can thank Disney for that because they don't want to give up the rights to Mickey Mouse.
Let it go. Let it go. All right. LA Superfly 94. I was really hoping Tampa Bay would have won last night, so this wouldn't age well as Tree's videos, but might as well say it anyway. QHBK, who's your daddy, Montreal? You know what bothers me about the Stanley Cup Finals?
Oh, wait, actually, it changed. 2016 is Happy Birthday to You is in the public domain, so they changed that.
Nice.
So, 2015, because, when I was early in the industry, it's like, really? Why is this?
So we can sing it and we won't get a claim?
Yeah, it's just like, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, Mr. President. All right, sorry. Tangent. You read Daniel Shell. I need to turn this light off over here.
All right, you go jack off in the background. I completely understand that.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait, did you do LA Superfly?
I did the LA Superfly.
All
Yeah.
right.
Who's
Never
your day?
mind.
Oh, one thing that I was gonna say is the one thing that's bothering me about the Stanley Cup Finals is how well Ryan McDonough is playing, and the Rangers just cast him off like he was nothing. But we did get some good picks for him.
Well, you got all right. I mean, most of your guys, the prospects didn't pan out, but whatever. Daniel Shell, pray for ESPN. They have to cover a small market team in the NBA Finals. Pray for Stephen A. to be in a white city like Milwaukee. No, actually, Milwaukee's pretty urban in like a lot of areas. So it's not just a white city in Milwaukee.
No.
I think it's pretty blended, I feel like.
Minnesota, too. I was very
Yeah.
surprised at how diverse Minnesota was.
Minneapolis is a heavy
Or
Somalian
Minneapolis.
population.
Yeah.
Easily.
Mhm.
And like, I mean, it's just that Stephen A's in a small city and he just shit on Milwaukee. It's like, what's there to do in Milwaukee? I don't know.
Now, cities like
have an area that doesn't smell like shit.
Yeah. Cities like Columbus, though.
Columbus isn't bad. I mean, it's accessible. It's cheap.
What's the
It's
whitest?
just there's not much there. It's like,
What would you
it's
say
a nice
though?
city, though.
What would you say is the whitest city you've ever been to? Like where you're just like, where are the minorities? I would say Lincoln, Nebraska for me.
I haven't really been that far out. I would guess Salt Lake City's pretty.
That's a good one too. That's a very good one.
Very Mormon.
Yes. Yeah. As David Chappelle said, he was like, even the cleaning lady was white, and he was. That's his joke, not mine. Not mine. Do not insta cancel us now. Jack Hepner sent $1, which he totally wasted. Jared Froman, what this as a Tigers fan? I read that correctly. What this as a Tigers fan? Optimism, is it called? They've won 10 of their last 14 with the series win against the White Sox and splitting a series against a white-hot Houston Astros squad. A lot of surprises this year in the MLB.
I mean, Detroit, unfortunately, is not going to make it. Maybe they'll win like 70 games. But
Mariners are playing good, too.
Mariners are over 500.
Yep.
I think Detroit, last I checked, it's 39 and 46.
Blue Jays are there. They got the juniors playing really well, the son of the ex of the major leaguers. The Giants have been surprising. Red Sox have been surprising. And it's been an interesting year. The Phillies are still trash.
Oh, the Phillies are.
Bullpen. Jared Froman, Jose Urena will kill my optimism tonight. Just watch. And TuneLink Maine sent another $1. Terminal Sports, David Stern is rolling in his grave, and it's a beauty. Yeah, LA and the Knicks are not in the finals. So what is he going to do now? What is he going to do now? David Stern.
I don't know. Probably rig everything so the Clippers get everything again.
Yeah, well, no, he's going to rig it so the Knicks get Patrick Ewing again. The folded end with the creased envelope or the frozen envelope.
He's going to bring Donald Sterling back into the NBA ownership circle.
His buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crimson Huntsman, watch Montreal pull off a reverse sweep. Could happen. Could happen. And Dark Kirby says, here is some money. Now, please look up the Syracuse Smash logo from the NLL. I can send it over to you on Discord if need be. I will look that up right now while you read Super Chats.
Mm-hmm. I will while you're doing all those wonderful, wonderful lyrics. Crimson Huntsman for 5. Watch Montreal pull off a reverse sweep. Oh, dude, I wish. Dark Kirby 14 for $4.99. Here's some money. Oh, you already did. Never mind.
Yeah.
Calvin Mallow. I'm just glad my Bucks are finally here. That said, Bucks in 7. Love the stream, guys. I wish there was like a way to check this off when you finished up certain super chats so we didn't like duplicate each other.
That'd be great.
It's annoying. I hate that. Sean Pinkerton, Giannis or no? I say Phoenix in 6 because I think the Suns are the best road team in the NBA. 6-2 so far with clinching every series on the road. I mean, I think. Well, I actually got to save it because we're saving it for the fun part, right? Never mind. James Amadei, trio goes number 1. Marcelo Mayer or Jack Leiter? I feel like the Pirates are trying to go shortstop, so it might be Marcelo Mayer.
Is that Al Leiter's kid?
Yeah, it is Al Leiter's kid, Jack Leiter, the Vanderbilt pitcher. It's
all right, so let's
Kumar Rocker's kind of fallen off a little bit.
Okay. Here's the Syracuse Smash logo on screen. It looks like a frat boy with his hat on backwards, just trying to smash. He's just trying to smash, man.
Would you smash or pass?
I would probably pass on this one. Right here, I would probably smash.
Smash them both.
Yeah. Here, I don't know. Probably, yeah, I'd smash. Let's smash them both. That's a smash and that's a pass. All right. Anyways, let's get this off.
I'd smash you with a hammer. I'm so funny.
That's not what you said in Canada.
No, that was because you drugged me with some Quaaludes. So
listen, man, things have to happen sometimes, you know.
Man, hey. Whatever. I've spent years.
You're rich enough, you just get out of prison like Bill Cosby. Okay.
Well, that's also if you make a deal with the prosecution and they don't
and they fumble the process.
Well, the problem is that it said like, "Hey, you got to honor this," and that's why he's out of jail. It's on technicality.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. He should die in jail. He's fucking scum.
Well, maybe he is in jail in his own spirit.
All right, keep reading.
Spartan win for 5. Do you guys think the Houston Texans can go 0-17 this season?
No.
That's tough.
No one's going 0-17. Someone will in like a couple years, but man, that's a tall order. 17 games to suck ass. Come on. How are you going to suck ass for 17? Unless you're just ultra tanky, unless the other team is just doubling down on the tank. I think actually, you know what? I changed my stance. 0-17 is quite possible, but not the Texans. Well, what if Deshaun just, if he's put on some exempt list or some shit, and then they have to start, who's their backup?
Probably Tyrod Taylor or Ryan Finley.
Ryan Finley. Ugh.
Or that third-round quarterback they got.
Oh, yeah. Who's the guy that they drafted? Somebody, Ian Bookout? No,
it's forget his name. UCL. I'll remember the name once I get it.
Chat, deliver us the name. Who did the Texans draft?
I can just look it up on the old Wikipedia.
Davis Mills.
Yeah, that's it.
Sports Fanatic, clutch, right there. Thank you. Oh yeah, chat. Also tomorrow, remind me to book a grooming appointment for my dog.
Man, you are an asshole.
Ingy Bingy 2000. Ohtani is pitching against the best team in baseball tonight. Yeah, Ohtani is a stud. Okay, he's probably going to start the All-Star game as a pitcher and also as the outfielder. Like he's going to be in two places. He's just amazing. He's leading the league in home runs and his ERA is 6. He is a freak of an athlete. All right, let's bring in Dodge. Hello, Dodge. You're here.
Hello.
What's going on? Did you have a good 4th?
Yeah. I had a very quiet 4th. I didn't really do a whole lot on the 4th.
Oh, you didn't do any fireworks or go see any fireworks?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to the fireworks. I know at least one town has canceled them until September, so I'll get the chance then. Although, right now, I'm about ready to kiss.
You about ready to what? I'm afraid of
about
fireworks.
Ready to kick some.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, especially after what happened with Matis Kivlenix.
Yeah, that was terrible. I don't.
He literally took like the equivalent of a mortar shot to the chest.
Yeah. Like, it's an awful story. He was at Manny Lagasse's house.
Yeah, he was with a couple other goalies, Elvis Merzlikins.
He was at someone's wedding, and they were just, partying and celebrating. Yeah, it was
Legacy's daughter.
Potatoing.
Yeah. It's terrible. Dodge, do you have any announcements?
Well, there will be no Afterbirds Wednesday night because I have scheduling conflicts for tonight. But Sunday, I will be posting the link for that at the end of the show. But on Sunday, the theater company I'm involved with will be having a summer cabaret of all different kinds of things, and I'm going to be running the board for that.
Awesome.
So that's going to be really cool.
Cabaret.
World's Elsewhere Theater Company on Sunday.
Sweet.
And until then, I got to hope that my pack shows up, or else I'm going to have to go down to the post office tomorrow and raise some hell about it.
Raise some hell. All right.
Just raise some hell regardless.
Not having the best of days in that regard.
All right. Before we cut you loose, give us your final NBA Finals prediction.
My heart is saying Bucks and 6, but my brain is saying Suns and 5. But I'm gonna stick with Bucks and 6.
We have
Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6. And speaking of the Bucks, an update from NBA Twitter: Giannis will be playing Game 1 in Bucks Suns.
Oh wow! Everyone is saying not. You're wrong, Anton.
Well, I mean, Shams is wrong then. If that's
he's going to play. I told you when
he's playing and he is starting apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Is Woj saying that?
I don't know if Woj has dropped a Woj bomb yet, but we shall see.
Because I mean, both have been wrong.
Suns and 5. Mm-hmm. All right, Doc. Thanks for checking in.
He is a go. He is a go for both.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for checking in. Post whatever link you want now.
See y'all at the end of the show.
Yes, we shall see you later. All right. Tree, read some more supers.
Yeah, I think they're pushing him a little too hard for this, but I mean, we'll see. We'll definitely see. Kurzov for 5. Hurrah. The NBA is now officially unfucked. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
God bless the NBA for not being fucked. Nick Soika for 5. My poor White Sox were looking so good, and then came the injuries. They're looking a little okay right now. It's just everything's getting wrecked. I mean, Cleveland's been hurting big time, though. Like, they've been on a skid.
Yep.
Like, Minnesota sucks. Kansas City's in free fall. Detroit's going to pretend they're good, so that's about right. Typical. That sounds pretty standard for Detroit. Sam Lusk for 5. Bucks win Game 7, 123-115. Jared Plummer is arrested for suspected time travel.
All right, let's book that super chat when that happens. Bucks win. Okay, 123-115. All right.
Uncultured Barbarian. All this talk of Canadian beer, yet no mention of Elsinore Brewery. Okay, maybe I'm the only one in chat who appreciates Strange Brew. I've never heard of Elsinore Brewery.
I have not watched much Strange Brew, but I think Rick Moranis was on that show. A lot of legends were in that movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of Trailer Park.
Oh yeah, it's SCTV. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely so. I'll keep on going here. In Ingibingi 2000, Quebec City is such a cooler city than Montreal, even though it's smaller.
I liked Montreal. I've never been to Quebec City. Montreal was dope.
I've never been to Montreal or Quebec City. The only city I've been up in Canada is Toronto.
Dude.
And Hamilton, but Toronto.
Montreal is a very pretty city. I'll just say it like that.
It does sound right. I mean, you have an English side and a French side, but I think both
even the girls that worked at McDonald's were attractive. I was like, what the fuck's going on with this city? Like, this is insane.
I'll take one of you with me.
Yeah. And then they're like, try the poutine. And I was like, yes, I'll eat fries with cheese curds.
The Rammers line, I think you made your NHL picks on a Dodger stream. Maybe?
We might have.
Maybe on the tarot.
Yeah, that was the tarot. That's not always the prediction, though. I don't think we made predictions for this year.
I'm not sure. I know we made finals predictions, maybe.
Yeah.
Gadzooks for 20. Shout out to the Chicago Cubs, lovable losers of 10 straight games. Also, congrats on your MLB shout out, Adam. Why aren't either of you two verified on Twitter, though? The fact that you weren't verified is bullshit.
Yeah, but you have to have like 50,000 followers, which you have.
It's not even 50,000, dude. There are journalists that have like a couple thousand or a couple hundred, and they're verified.
There's different standards for different verticals. So if you're a content creator, you have to have a large Twitter following. If you're a journalist, you actually have to be a journalist. So
registered by the ASPCA.
Yes. All right. We got to your
the ASPCA doesn't want anything to do with fat people, trust me. How's it going, fellas?
How you doing? Do you have a good 4th?
Of course I did. I went down to Big Bear Lake in Southern California and got to be a tourist for a little bit and go hiking out amongst the trees.
Nice. No fireworks out there, right?
No, they had fireworks over the lake, but over the lake. So...
America,
fuck yeah!
Ramsey
also, I can't believe you tried to make Tree imitate my voice earlier.
That's what I mean. Like it's just like it's a little rough.
I just want to see what
you
would
gotta
happen.
like get yourself
If
into
Tree
the groove
gets
of
us-
that.
Yeah, it's hard to imitate someone else's voice, but
Tree, what you got to do to mimic my voice from your voice is to go down into your basement, scream as loud as you can at the nearest concrete wall for about 5 hours straight.
Oh,
And then-
that'll wreck it.
Go back up to your room after you're huffing and puffing from climbing 2 flights of stairs after screaming. Then you might be close.
Is that what being a Bears fan is like? Just screaming at a concrete wall for
Yes.
a couple hours?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then
Being
being
like,
exhausted after 2 flights of stairs.
Why did we
yes.
trade up for Trubisky?
Oh, yes. I've also finished another model that I was recently working on.
Oh,
Very
yes.
nice.
Oh, look at the zoom out there. Nice.
It's the box factory.
It's the factory where they make other factories.
And amazingly enough, Tree, you're the closest. This was the second building that came with my paper mill kit, which is, incidentally enough, it's listed as a power plant, but I could also say it's a box factory. No one can argue. So,
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Looks
awesome
boxy
if you
enough.
blew that up. I'm just saying. Like if you just...
oh,
put
what?
some-
Because I lifted up my table in
No,
front
no,
of
no,
the
no,
camera?
no. I complete the model, paint it and everything, and then put dynamite in it and just blow it up. I think that would be awesome. Ramsey
would-
Keith, if Tree gets his prediction wrong, he had to go bald. It's an honorable bet. No, that we'll save that for clickbait. That'll be a
For
punishment.
bald?
Yeah, you have to shave your head like me.
Mm.
Are the Steelers playing the Giants this year? I don't think so.
No, we played last year. I play Green Bay, so it's going to be that huge
Ooh.
thing between me and Tom. I play Brandon again too.
Oh. Yes, you personally play them. Alan Nadeau, Montreal, look at Tampa as if they are the Leafs and pull that reverse sweep. Please win. Haven't been here since 93, same as the Suns Phoenix in 6, by the way. Nice. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it. Scott's talk. Someone tell Tom that the Packers offense was Stalin in the NFC Championship game. They were Stalin. Communism went down that night 2 years in a row. Taylor Burns, the NBA dumpster fire countdown is presented by your southeastern Wisconsin Porsche dealer and by Gila River Hotel and Resorts. I've been to the Gila River Hotel. I've been to the Talking Stick too.
I somehow don't believe there's a Porsche dealer in southeastern Wisconsin, but okay.
It
Yeah,
depends.
maybe.
I mean, there could be
I
like
don't
one
know.
or two.
There's
I mean,
rich
if it's
people-
If
close to
there's one, it's
Milwaukee.
in Milwaukee or one of the rich suburbs of Milwaukee.
There's
Porsche.
rich people everywhere.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a Porsche dealer in Pittsburgh. I mean, there are rich areas there. As weird as it sounds, I mean, we've got inbred hicks all around, and we still have
Okay.
a Porsche dealer.
In the state of Wisconsin, there are 3 Porsche dealerships. North side of Milwaukee,
Yeah.
which is in Glendale. Waukesha, which is a western suburb and very new and very nouveau riche. And a Porsche dealership in Madison, of all places.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Probably all those rich
All those
University of
teachers.
Wisconsin professors.
Mm-hmm. Ethan Petro back on the Sixers. I feel like Joel Embiid is David Robinson, but he doesn't have a Tim Duncan to help him. Or is Joel Embiid David Robinson or Tim Duncan when David Robinson left? Because they still won championships after that.
Yeah. They got to
Randall
get. I
Gavin.
mean, what do they do with Ben Simmons with that contract?
I don't know. If a Tampa wins again, just replace their music for the finals videos with the Jedi Temple March because Brady stole the Boston sports magic to Tampa. The succubus tried to stop us and ended up married to Florida man.
Ooh.
Ew. The Simpsons 690 going to my first Giants game in 2 years on September 16th versus Sham Diego.
Sham Diego.
Sham Diego. Come on, you can't be calling Tatis like that. Can't wait to be there as a breathing human, not a cutout pic holding my cat. That's pretty.
I was
funny.
kind of thinking he was talking about the New York Giants, but it actually makes sense about San Francisco.
No, San Francisco. So I went to a Flying Squirrels game here in Richmond for the 4th, and no COVID protocols, and that shit was packed. That was the most people I've ever seen at a Flying Squirrels game. And then they did a fireworks show, which was pretty dope.
Yeah. Fireworks will do that.
I'm going to throw it over to you. Read some more snoopers.
I will do Hunter Dalso for 5. What teams in the NHL need to just blow it up and start from scratch? Probably Buffalo because they're just so fucked. Calgary, you can make the argument for.
The Flyers have an aging core.
They're still young.
I don't think
that
Giroux. You think that Giroux and Boris
they can do a quick change because they have Couturier. They have a couple other guys that are young in the system, Provorov and Sanheim and Carter Hart. So they'll be okay there. They'll like rotate through a few things. Blow it up, maybe Columbus because they have to keep starting over. Arizona, yeah, you can't because
I feel Philadelphia is a future Montreal where the goaltender's going to have to hold him over for about the next 15 years.
See, the thing is, like, the games, like, Carey Price has been good, but he hasn't been like the unbeatable Price.
Well,
you know?
I mean, he got saved by a couple goalposts.
Yeah. He was shaky last night too. That's what worries me about. That's why I'm not.
Well, I mean, Price. I mean, Vasilevsky has been better than Price in this series. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to place that right there. But the main thinking too is that like Price has probably just run out of gas. I mean, he's had to carry them through a couple series.
Joey Fellenzer. The year is 2022. The Steelers have the number 2 overall pick, and select another receiver or edge rusher. And the Derps laughs at the Yinzers' torture. That, to me, would be sweet.
No. They're laughing. They're picking a running back again.
Sweet
victory. Tell me this, Tree. Which of your subpar linemen that you've signed this year, who's been the most overhyped one in the preseason workouts so far?
I have no idea. I know they're probably getting hyped about Trey Turner.
No.
Are you feeling hyped about Rashad Coward yet?
If they might start him, but we'll see. I mean, they're trying to really just pump up the gas on a lot of different things, and it's like, oh dear God.
If they're pumping the gas that hard, you should just settle in for a long season. Matter of fact, let me send you one of my finest aged bottles of Malort to help you kill your brain cells this year.
Oh, that nice. The main thing too is what's also killing my brain cells is Devin Bush on Twitter.
If Milwaukee hasn't Uncultured Barbarian, if Milwaukee hasn't taken care of their carjacking problem they had a few summers back, the NBA Finals in that city could be very interesting. I think Fiserv is in a nice part of town, though, right?
Yeah, it's like in a decent part, if I remember.
It's across the street from where Bradley used to sit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like right by where the Admirals play too.
Yeah, it's a nice.
It's a nice area. I've been around there before.
The Simpsons since '90. On my wife's birthday in 06, we went to Dave and Buster's. Her family had the staff do that birthday shtick. She got pissed and stormed off. She didn't want it. #liked it. Did she at least get a free power card for it being her birthday so that she could play more games?
I don't know, maybe.
Probably not.
06. That was a long time ago. When's the last time you went to a Dave and Buster's?
I went once, I think in 2018.
It's
with
Chuck
my
E.
girl,
Cheese.
but that's really about it's right. Adult Chuck E. Cheese.
It's Chuck E. Cheese for adults, yeah.
But it sucks.
People like it.
You have to go there. You have to go there with a group. That way, all of you and your friends are drunk and watching each other stumble over skee ball at the same drunken level, and then you laugh at them and point and all that shit.
Yeah, and then you go watch sports in a bar, you drink some more, and then you play some more games.
Like you go there by yourself, and it's like,
it's
okay,
creepy.
I'm here by myself. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Jack Hepner, this has been asked many times. Would y'all ever do a collab with the hockey guy? We've reached out, and no.
He's more in his own thing, I feel like, and that's fine.
Yeah. He doesn't do collabs, so
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I really don't.
He'll have to reach out to us because we're such hot shit that you got to come to us now because we do clickbait sports. Okay, I was on the MLB broadcast. I'm somebody now.
You're a big deal. I mean, you're about to start breaking off from me because you're a big deal. I know how this goes.
Yeah. Okay.
hey, you can parlay that MLB interview into something special.
The day that I'm a big deal, like the world will be on fire. Like that whole ocean, the ocean that was on fire, that'll be the entire planet going on at once. You know what I liked about that thing with y'all saw that the oil barge or whatever.
Gas line.
Yeah, the natural gas.
Yeah.
And the earth was on fire or the ocean was on fire. There was another boat trying to pour water into it. I'm like, motherfucker, it's in the water.
Just a little update on that bathroom situation at the Dave & Buster's.
Oh.
About the birthday.
He was in the bathroom when it happened.
Yeah.
He's probably snorting lines of coke. Burn the Guitarist. That sounds great, by the way. That sounds like a great name.
Burn the Guitarist. Very nice.
Yes. How do the Rockies have the second best home record in the league? Would not be surprised if there's some sign stealing shenanigans. Too bad no one cares. Yeah.
Well, they're hot dog shit on the road. That's why they don't have a good record. And they were alleged by Eric Kratz of stealing signs in 2018.
Everyone's stealing signs, man. It's happening.
I don't know any team that doesn't steal signs.
It's electronically that's going to be the problem.
There are some at bats where the hitter he hits a slider, and I'm just like, how the hell did he know that was coming? Like, I'm just like in that situation, how did he know to look slider, right? Like,
maybe it's like MLB The Show where they have to guess a certain sign, and then a little thing lights up on their own area, and that's where the ball is going to go. Maybe it's like that.
But most hitters you don't guess when you're up there. You're usually looking fastball and you try to read it and hit it, and that's where you strike out. But if you're smart enough to guess and you guess right, but there's some times where they just know. I don't know. Daniel Schnell, Devin Booker about to end the Jenner sports curse. Oh, did he date a Jenner?
I think Kylie.
Oh, Kylie. He boned Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, the big thing now is that since Rachel Nichols is being slandered, everyone's trying to say she got boned a ton in the bubble by Ersan Ilyasova and Jimmy Butler. It's like, what?
What? I don't think Rachel Nichols is that unprofessional, honestly.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's everyone trying to slander her.
Show proof. And if it's this whole ESPN bullshit, I'm like, nah.
The thing about Rachel Nichols, she just seems so wooden and has no personality, and she just seems boring to me. I don't find her I don't know. I don't get the whole thing.
She's
I don't
not
think
quite as entertaining as someone else who could be courtside.
Yeah, like a Doris Burke or anything like that,
or Mariah Taylor, or I don't know. Now, to me, Mariah Taylor is very pretty. Let's just get that out of the way. She's attractive.
She's good on the eyes.
But she also has good insights. And so is Rachel Nichols. They're both, if you're just going to take them and look at them surface-wise, they're both attractive women. But to me, Rachel Nichols just does not seem like she has a personality. And she doesn't really show it in her stuff. Mariah Taylor does seem to have more of a personality. But at the same time, I feel that, if you're going to lose your job for any reason, it should be because you suck at it, not because they feel pressure to replace you based on, diversity.
Reasons.
Right. So anyways, that's all I got to say about it. I'm like Forrest Gump. That's all I got to say.
My main thinking is Mariah Taylor is in a bit of a negotiating struggle with ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
She rejected a deal that was going to pay her $5 million a year. I think ESPN dropped it to $2 to $3 million. And Mariah Taylor apparently wants Stephen A. Smith money, which is absolutely ridiculous.
That's why ESPN is going out of business. And
they were cutting salaries left and right last year.
Right.
And you know what a good way to try and create leverage to get that money is? To put some stuff out there saying that X and X happened. Maybe they were sitting on it for a while, and then maybe Mariah or her friends told the New York Times, hey, go ahead, release this. Give us an extra.
Yeah, but where is she going to go? TNT? Are they going to kick Charles Barkley off of?
Well, she'll probably go to maybe CBS or something like that. Maybe a main news thing.
She could do NFL too, but I don't know. Who knows? But I think she's in a position of weakness. ESPN's dude, we're cutting people left and right. We had to fire Kenny Mayne.
She's trying to create power. That's what she's doing here.
I don't know. All I know is
they're both probably gone.
I know. So. I used to work with someone whose husband was a television producer, and she said that most of the on-air talent are deplorable, disgusting people, and I believe it.
I
was on the MLB broadcast, and I'm already a self-important asshole.
You have to cut. You have to be cutthroat and maniacal to make it on air on TV. If you try to be yourself, it's nope, fuck you. I'm cutting.
You don't even know how many dicks I had to suck just to get on that.
Not even MLB dicks. It's who you know. It's not even who you know. It's I
how is the taste of Mark DeRosa's? Never mind.
A little salty. Brandon Davis, where would the St. Louis Cardinals be if our pitchers weren't made of glass? Probably in first place.
Maybe. I think if you were trying to be ironic, you could say like a bit soft, a little bit of pop. That's how Mark DeRosa tastes.
You got gifted Nolan Arenado. Please do not complain.
And demonetized.
Oh, we were demonetized from minute 1. So
Joe Haas. Hey guys, what do you think if Seattle trades for Eichel and Skinner alone? That's it. You'd have to give up Eichel and get rid of Skinner. The Pagulas are running the Sabres into the ground. See, the thing with the Pagulas is they wouldn't know how to trade Eichel, right?
Well, Eichel's at his lowest value right now.
Right.
Big
like
contract, bad year, injuries. You're trading him for pretty much pennies.
Pretty well. I think you get a first-round pick for Eichel.
Yeah, you can get a first-round pick and a decent prospect. Like, say the Rangers trade for him. You're probably trading like Capo Caco first and maybe another prospect. That might be able to get you. And maybe
that
like
trade would come back and haunt them, man. Like
Even if
not
they
that crazy
traded
about
away
Kakko.
Eichel, they'd probably still have to send an asset with Eichel in order to get the whole trade to work. It wouldn't be a trade for just Eichel. It would be Eichel and like a fourth to get back a first and some AHLer.
I would prefer that the Rangers keep Kakko and see how he develops. If he goes through another year where he's just trash, I don't think so.
That's what I mean.
Kakko's
Sometimes you got to
there.
cut your losses. I'm just not that
Kakko's
crazy
getting
about
there.
Kakko.
He's getting there. He hasn't had a full season really to develop. He hasn't had a regular season
He
yet.
looked bad the last couple of years, though.
What I want to see out of the Rangers is some kind of proof that they are going to develop Kakko and that someone's going to have to get moved at some point if we're being real here. Because you're going to have a way too goddamn top-heavy front, top pairings of, all your front lines and all that. You obviously have some good goaltending in the Russian dudes that you have. And now you need some team defense and maybe some veteranicity to show the kids how to make it work in the playoffs.
Veteranicity. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's gonna be got somebody who's been on a cup winning team. Hell, if some of these guys from Tampa or some of these guys from Pittsburgh become available, like Dumoulin or Gensel or who the hell's on Tampa that's coming due here real soon?
Blake Coleman.
Coleman will probably be due for something.
Yeah.
And if he goes out and wins the second cup in a row.
I mean, they could even bring in Ryan Getzlaf for a bottom 6 role.
Yeah.
Just for the leadership.
Captain. Yeah. You don't have to be a captain. He just has to be
like
someone
assistant
who is helping these, the Kakko and the Breadman and who the hell else the Rangers have? Didn't they get another high-powered pick?
Well, they have like Keandre Miller, they have
Lafreniere. Okay,
Keandre
so you got all them guys, and you get them all.
Adam Fox.
Yeah, get them some guys who can eat up like third and fourth line minutes, but also be there to provide assurances and a nice, kick in the ass to all these young gun talents they have above them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how's New York's team defense going?
Terrible. Jared Froman. Also, the Phillies and Cubs are getting decimated by injuries, with the Phillies bullpen also reverting to 2020 status. Cleveland has the injury bug and has fallen off.
Yeah,
recently.
their entire starting rotation's out.
Fuzzy. Yeah. They've lost 8 in a row or some shit.
7 in a row. But
row?
They've lost Savale, they've lost Shane Bieber. They've lost a couple other guys to injury too. I mean, they're getting wrecked. I mean, Naylor's been out, he's out long term. Franmil Reyes was out for a while. They're just getting wrecked.
Stephen Frick, the salt in St. Louis is really thick right now. No, we do not need Albert. We have John Nagowski. Based on recent trends from Cardinals trades, enjoy your new hot bat, Pirates.
Well, let's see how John Nagowski's doing. He had 2 for 4 yesterday. I'm sitting there, who's John Nagowski? Well, he is currently 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Mm-hmm. Game's tied at 1, by the way.
So is the pregame on? Yeah.
Yep. And update: Phillies beating Chicago 7-0, which means the Cubs are going to come back and win 8-7.
Of course.
Nice.
Always bet against the Phillies bullpen.
Well, I mean, you're throwing out old ass Jake Arrieta. I mean, yeah, that's a great move.
Dude, he was
Jake Arrieta's been cooked
2 years ago.
This is the end of Arrieta's career. He doesn't have the aim and control that any other pitcher who loses their velocity has ever had.
He got paid. He won a World Series. He got paid, and
he went and got paid in Philly, and they cut him.
Right.
Yeah, because he sucked. I mean,
well, he's
this
been
might be
losing his velocity at Chicago
Yeah.
anyway at the end of his career. You know, the Chicago isn't going to go out there and write him the money that Philadelphia wrote him, because anybody in the Cubs fandom and organization knew his fastball was going downhill from 96 to 93 by the time he left.
Yeah, and his off-speed stuff is what played off of that, and it was, you know, if you don't have the fastball, it doesn't work. Uncultured Barbarian, one of my buds once had people at a restaurant sing for my birthday. I played 4D chess and lied to the bartender that it was her birthday. I got sang too. She got a birthday drink that was on fire. Oh, nice. He tried to play the old misdirection.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest here. This might be the final year of the Cubs core, especially as a lot of guys are going to be free agents. I know Bryant's a free agent. Baez is a free agent. Rizzo's a free agent. I think all three might be gone.
Bryant has been in like 2 or 3 different grievances with the Cubs.
Yeah.
Between service time on his contract, an injury problem he had before, and there's some other thing that he had that was another, PA grievance going to the Cubbies. I think Bryant is done. I think Baez is going to get paid if anyone in the front office has a brain, and Rizzo will probably get paid too, but I don't know if it's going to be by the Cubs or not.
Yeah. Crimson Huntsman breaking. Giannis will play game 1. Thank you. Yep. Hassan Abenar. Yes, the Chicago White Sox decided to start one of the worst lineups for them today this season. Yeah, I think they're losing to the Twins, right?
Well, it's Tony La Russa, that's why.
Tony La Russa. They had a big lead in that, and it's sort of shrunken down.
Yeah, injuries too. I mean, they've lost Madrigal for the year. Robert's still out. Jimenez is still out. So
yeah. Nick Shannon, as a Jackets fan, if the Bolts win the Cup and turn into the hockey equivalent of the Golden State Warriors, I feel like it's my squad's fault. That sweep created an absolute monster. We're sorry, NHL.
And I hate it because that meme was fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
it did, but it also caused the Tampa Bay Lightning to nut up.
No, they should have blown it up like I suggested them to. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah, good thing Steve Yzerman and company knew more than you.
Well, Yzerman left at this point.
Well, he did leave, but that's also fucking fucked up that Yzerman left and his fingerprints are all over this team, and he's not going to get another ring because
Yzerman left. And I think Yzerman should have never been in Tampa in the first place because Kenny should have taken his damn retirement with grace.
And that's the thing, too. Like, I mean, if Yzerman's still in Detroit, I think a ton of those core players are in Detroit, like Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat, Nikita Kucherov.
Some of the core players might be, but I don't think they all would have followed Stevie off to Detroit.
No, I mean, for Tampa Bay, like Stamkos and Hedman, they aren't being in Detroit. But like some of the guys they were scouting for the draft, I feel like they would have like
anyone who they've drafted since then. But honestly, that's the thing is with the Lightning, when they got bounced by Columbus, they knew they had to toughen up because I know that Steve Yzerman was a member of the 96 Detroit Red Wings who won the most games in the regular season and then proceeded to get bounced.
But they played one of the best series in like hockey history. That's why I didn't like that comparison because they won a couple series. They played really tough.
They won a couple series and then lost against
Colorado, one of the greatest series
literally
of all time.
The devil Lemieux.
He put his face in he put that guy's face in the boards.
Yeah, Chris Draper. He had to have his jaw wired shut for 2 months, I think.
Yeah, Claude Lemieux's kind of a scumbag. Could be
kind of.
Thoughts on Mason Martin promotion request? So Mason Martin is a Pirates player.
Yeah, he's a Pirates prospect. I like him.
And he has been asked, or he's been making a case to be promoted. And I don't like that.
AA to AAA.
They probably have a reason to keep him down. He
is hitting well. He's 261 average, 900 OPS, 13 bombs.
Right.
So he's doing all right.
But you don't want to start the clock on a AA prospect now, especially if you're the Pirates, a team that can't go out.
He wants to get called up to AAA, I think.
Oh, okay. Then promote his ass. I don't care. You put the best players in AA. Honestly, because you want to see what they do against the better competition. Like most of the time in AAA, that's against guys that are not good enough for the major leagues, but better than AA. Like I mean, but better than single A. Like triple, it's weird in the oh, that was a miss. In the minor leagues, they put the talent in double A, and then they put the guys that are just the MLB washouts in triple A.
Well, they
So
put
I don't know
like
if he
the
really wants to go
reserves.
triple A.
Well, it's a good practice session for like MLB caliber competition.
Yeah.
It'll give them stronger competition, I feel like.
Jonathan Hill, can we give my hometown Mariners a round of applause for being over 500?
I agree. I mean, they've done well this year.
Also, I want
bad
to see
sucks,
that.
but they're doing all right.
Also, I want to see that one game versus the Angels in 2001 where Edgar Martinez charges the mound. Can't find that clip anywhere. Really? Having trouble finding that. I thought that the MLB archive goes back all the way to like 2000 or something on the site. You might want to look on MLB.tv for that.
It's probably behind a paywall now.
It used to not be, though. That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Uncultured Barbarian. Like Porsche dealers, Madison has one strip joint. It's pretty sketch from what I can remember. And I've been to joints out in the woods in northern Wisconsin. Yeah, you don't want to go to like a Porsche dealership. There's probably some cars on the lot that shouldn't be there. I'm just saying.
Also, much like a strip joint, there are some ladies on the lot that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Golden Hybrid 258. If each of you were individually offered to go on First Take and debate Stephen A. and Max, would you? I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what did we talk about.
What would we debate about?
Like I just say the F-bomb and get thrown off TV.
I mean, shit.
I know how this goes. FCC regulations.
Right. Max
I would
Kellerman.
probably reach across the table and slap Max Kellerman, to be honest with you. Dude's a fucking tool bag. Go back to boxing.
He's kind of a tool bag, that Max Kellerman. He had a rap song, Max Kellerman did.
Max Kellerman.
It's actually not bad, his rap.
We'll make that a Tommy Kami punishment. He has to listen to shitty rap songs from sports commentators.
Nick Shannon, also, what's your take on the Trevor Bauer situation? It's an absolute mess. Need more data. I'm not going to judge. It's a he said, she said, and all that will play out in the legal court proceedings. And I am not Trevor Bauer, and I'm not this lady, so I know nothing.
A whole situation's a mess.
The court of public opinion will already make its decision.
Well, it's already made its decision on Bauer. They already think he's guilty.
Right. I understand there's some serious allegations, and you got to respect. Oh, Argentina just scored. But I'm not here. It's not my place to judge or say whatever. But people are making up their mind about Trevor Bauer, and so let it be. Tree, you read starting at Average Human.
Average Human. I know you guys like sports song parodies. I have one about AB of Down by Blink 182, and I'm happy to send if you're interested.
Man, we're taking a break from sports parodies for now.
Yeah,
from songs.
A ton up
well,
there.
here's a break from sports parodies. Say hello, Montana.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello, my cute little ice cream scoop.
Yeah, y'all got to find something new for y'all. Got to puppet us in a different way. We've put plungers on our heads. We've worn jorts.
Dude, they're gonna be to the point where we have to commit physical harm upon ourselves.
Yeah,
it's
we're
like $1,000 for my hand.
Yeah, people have been saving all the good punishments for clickbait.
$1,000.
You got to cut off one finger. For
I'm gonna get you to shave your head, though, Tree. That's gonna be a bet at some point. That's gonna be a punishment.
Okay,
all right.
It's gonna happen.
Either that, or I'll fly from California with my own set of clippers and cut it myself.
I'll do it. I'm gonna shave Brandon's hair at some point.
Oh yeah,
Brandon has fantastic hair. You know that.
Jared,
I gotta get a haircut soon, so just
no Cubs, no music. No Cubs, no Cubs, no. You have lost 10 games in a row. Losing to the Phils right now at home, 7-0. Terminal Sports, I like this one. By the way, farewell, Marv Albert. We'll all miss you, and we'll just sweep that under the rug. That part where he bit that woman's buttocks. Yeah. Apparently, Marv Albert was really into biting.
Marv Albert, did he die this weekend or something?
No, he retired from the NBA.
His last game was Game 6.
Yep.
Ah,
But he apparently bit some woman's butt in a semi-consensual.
Hey, dude, there
Hey,
are
look,
some
man.
dude. There are some women's butts you just want to take a bite out of. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
when that ham is fat, you got to see just how juicy it is, and we don't kink shame
exactly.
on this podcast.
Didn't he
get the
get
point,
convicted?
yeah.
Didn't he get
Oh
convicted?
no! Like I mean, like you get that rich rump in front of you, man. I'm gonna take a bite of it.
He got convicted of being a freak.
Yeah, I don't think he actually did. Like, he was accused of something.
All right, Mom's got to set you down.
My man is just
he pled
thirsty. He
guilty
needs
to
something to
assault.
drink.
And they said that it was a felony charge of forcible sodomy, but he pled guilty to assault and battery. And he was accused of wearing women's underwear too. Oh
Okay.
boy!
Hey,
Who
now.
gives a shit?
How's that for color
The shit about his
Pour
proclivity.
one out for
Dude.
the homies tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gadzooks! Down the rabbit hole, the fall of 5 Points Vids coming in 2025. Probably. In 2021, 5 Points Vids was riding high. He appeared on the MLB broadcast. It's like every VH1 behind the music.
Yeah.
Yes. But little did he know, darkness was looming. 5 began drinking alcohol late at night and watching way too much porn.
Are you suggesting that the lady that Marv Albert bit into may have been Afro-American? They're saying darkness was approaching.
No, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about my inner darkness. That was I'm not biting anyone's ass and pleading guilty to.
Did he hear Did he hear a reversing signal as she was backing towards him? Beep, beep, beep.
Darkness is approaching.
Hey, 5. Sometimes you got to get down with the brown. I completely understand.
Okay. We are getting demonetized and canceled. Demonetized, canceled,
Super
blocked.
canceled at this point. I see that the chat is enjoying this right now. We're having the Aku meme of extra thick.
Many C's. Taylor Burns, place your bets. Poirier or McGregor. Greg Hardy is also on the card for some reason. I don't know about that. I'm definitely watching that fight. I think Poirier takes the rubber match because he's just ready.
I thought they banned Greg Hardy.
I don't know why. I thought
that he tried to do a cheap shot on somebody on the ground.
Apparently he's on the card. I think Poirier wins this. My son really believes that McGregor is going to win, but I think McGregor's old. I think that he's only 34 or something, but unless he just, even with his best camp, I think Poirier is just the better fighter. So I think that I would put my money on Poirier if it was my money, but don't you out there in the audience put any money ever on any of my recommendations because they're always wrong. Always.
Oh boy.
Stephen Frick, I feel the need to remind Hiei that the Cubs win October 26th, open Pandora's box upon us all. That said, do the Cubs still follow Theo's Sox model?
Well, right now they're in the Sox model of signing home run hitters and neglecting starting pitching. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And letting Kyle Schwarber walk to the.
Well, Schwarber hit like shit last year, and now he's back.
What's he doing now? He looks like he's been
dingers. My name is Big Al, and I hit dingers.
One of the.
My name's Al, and
it's what you signed Jock Peterson to do. So
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, but
way better
Jock
pick.
Peterson and Kyle Schwarber are two completely different players.
Schwarber went out. He looks thin this year. Like he looks like he dieted and like got his weight down and like actually gave a shit about coming in.
Schwarber was definitely having a few hot dogs a season.
Yes, he was Phil Kesseling it up.
Oh yeah.
Nick Leroy, who is the most likable Boston team? None of them.
None. Maybe the Boston Bean Eaters of all time.
I'm a particular fan of the nuclear device aimed at Boston.
Yes. Or actually, we could go very old school. The Boston Redskins.
Oh yes, who became the Washington Redskins?
The Boston canceled. That's what I'm hearing.
What's the most likable Boston team? What's the New England MLS team?
The New England Revolution.
Crew.
The Revolution.
Revolution. That's it.
Maybe that's it. Mm-hmm. Or maybe Boston College when they upset like some other ACC team that's like known. Maybe.
Or do they have some other minor ass sports team that's in and around Boston that you can call a Boston team?
I don't know.
The Pawtucket Paw Sox?
Mm.
Nah.
Nick Leroy. No, I just read that literally. Restituto read Samson the sixth. Possible punishment: urinating tree wears a lingerie and nothing more. Ooh.
No. I'm taking a
Happy
mulligan on that one.
birthday.
Nobody.
Mr.
No,
President.
that's nightmare fuel, dude. Nobody.
If we
should
couldn't
ever
even
see
get
me
this
like
guy
that.
to twerk on stream, we're never gonna get him in fucking lingerie,
I think
guys.
Tree
Dude.
wearing like the over the shoulder with this 2 straps, lingerie, all white,
And maybe
coming out.
Oh, you
parking
mean-
cones where the bra should be.
Yeah. Oh, the 2
Oh,
cones.
God.
That
So,
would be nightmare.
I'll be
fuel.
right back on that thought, gentlemen. I
Oh,
will
he's
be
got to
right
go
back.
rub out a batch.
Yeah, this guy is right. I say absolutely hell no.
Mhm.
Tree, I
Two
got a
link
present
name.
for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got
Oh,
lingerie. I didn't know he wore women's clothes.
No, he just doesn't.
Oh.
Oh,
He's got 2
Parking
traffic cones. Oh, he's gonna be Madonna from the Vogue video.
you stole them from the government. You
That's
bold
right.
man.
Steal these
Well,
from
to
the
be fair, in
government.
California, San Fran, anything stolen under the value of $950 is not
Yeah,
money.
they can't even call the cops. So you can
Well,
just
because
have them
$950
organized.
isn't even half of a month's rent in San Francisco. No, these were not stolen from the government. You know how these are not stolen from the government? Because they're in good condition and they look like they're new.
No, yeah, that's true.
If they were the government ones, this shit would be faded and this tape would have fallen off ages ago.
Maybe it was a new government tape.
Toon Link Maine, I'm down with the Browns since my girl is light skinned. Well, congratulations. Stephen Frick, the most likable Boston teams is the Braves because they left.
Mm-hmm. And might be the most likable Milwaukee team if things changed.
Yeah. And
Boston
then they
and
became
Milwaukee.
the Atlanta Braves.
And then Bud Selig came into baseball and everything got fucked.
Mhm.
So you can thank the Milwaukee Braves for unleashing Bud Selig on us and getting Seattle out of the pilots.
Yeah.
Now, who should help me to unleash these road cones on Tree? Anyone in the chat want to see Tree get these onto his shirt facing forward like cannons?
No.
Little
What are you
orange cannons?
No.
Maybe. Well, we might suggest that as
No
As
punishment. No.
he will not wear women's lingerie.
No.
You will not.
No,
You're
not
gonna use your
lingerie. We're
veto
just
on
going to
that?
send him the cones.
Well, now we have 2 things that he can't. He can only veto one.
Exactly.
So if it's Tree and lingerie versus Tree twerking, which one are you picking, Tree?
Neither.
And now we...
No, you only get 1 veto.
Dude, I had to suffer through 3 hours of Antonio Brown's fucking album. I think that's enough punishment for a year.
I think you'd have to twerk, man.
No. Fuck off.
Brandon wants me to get a Vikings tattoo on my head, okay? He wants to permanently scar me, which is equivalent to listening
Just get
to
a
Antonio
fucking
Brown
henna
album.
tattoo. or
5
something.
points.
Whatever.
I've just had a thought.
What?
So, Perna would probably veto at least one request of shaving his head, right?
No, he wouldn't.
Okay. Even if he doesn't, if we get him to win 4 weeks in a row, he can't use 4 vetoes. We're gonna make him win 4 times, and every time we're gonna sign him a letter. BALD.
And then he just shaves his head?
And then somebody's gonna shave his head. Yes.
I'm not sure how the veto works, but I don't know. We'll have to figure something out.
Because
But I'm gonna
basically
shave his
shaving him
head.
bald, that's definitely an escalation point.
I'm going out to Colorado. I'm gonna shave his head like while he's sleeping. I'm gonna shave it, and then I'm gonna live stream me shaving his head while he's trying to sleep, like while he gets his 1 hour of sleep from his baby that has kept him awake for the last 3 weeks. And
5
he's gonna-
points.
Uh-huh.
You gotta. Can we make this an advertiser tie-in with Manscaped?
We could. We might shoot a couple Manscaped commercials, but that was goaltending, by the way, Giannis. You can't do that. You can't hit it out in the cylinder. It's 10-10, by the way. All right, let's wrap up the show, everyone. Dodge is back.
Yes, and I think Potato Net is gone.
I think the Rammers line just tried to beat the buzzer here.
Yep.
Remember, my good fellas, what we said in the draft: yoga pants, Bengals tank top, twerk tree, twerk.
No, that's got to be an escalation punishment. That's got to be like another one of them times. If all the communists and everyone else get tree up and over, let's say $1,500 on the dump on Clickbait Sports, like that's escalation above just
Late
normal
Al
winning.
Iafredi. You mean the extreme bald?
Oh,
Jeez.
listen to this. Valor trying to get it in here under the deadline. Oh,
Sorry,
stop.
I keep.
Stop fighting with me.
No, it's a delay.
The Denverites shall be balded. Sign the Discord server. Yes, we will make it happen.
Mr. 5 Points, we have a job to do in September, don't we?
We got a job to do, and we gonna do it, baby.
Better fucking believe it.
We're gonna do it like Barry Switzer, baby.
And that sounds like the most disturbing thing ever.
Ooh.
Listened. Do not mention that again.
No.
All
No
hail the
waxing.
cone.
All hail the cone.
Hail the cone.
Hail the cone.
Wizardo the Exiled says, ready for the new Kobe doc tree. Hashtag Kobe in done nothing.
No, that's
that documentary is going to be so wiped. Like
It's going to be so whitewashed. Like it's
Yeah.
just going to be everyone sucking Kobe's dick.
'Cause
That's what's
it
going to be.
won't be allowed to be produced without.
Well,
Vanessa
you can't
Bryant.
do anything
Yeah.
without, like, it's not going to say anything bad. It's not going to
Yeah.
talk about Kobe's allegations. It's not going to talk about Kobe's later career. It's not going to talk about any of him throwing employees under the bus or any
Right,
of that shit.
or
It's just like,
overworking
no, it's just
his
Kobe's good.
teammates.
Kobe
Yeah.
good.
Also, nice
that's
racial
also
slur in
teammates.
there, Wizardo. Good job.
Stephen Frigg says Grassi's costume come in yet. He has not indicated that it has.
It's probably going to take a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Apparently, it takes
he'll
a
let
while,
us
so.
know when it comes in. So, all right, let's wrap up the show. Here, we'll do the countdown. You want to do the countdown? I'm kidding.
You fucking asshole.
No.
All right.
So he can't sit there and stall for time while his people get their credit cards ready.
That's right. Dodge, any final thoughts before we sign off?
So apparently, about my package tirade earlier, apparently my entire town got delayed delivery, so I'll be checking the mail again during halftime of this very exciting game. Go Bucks, Bucks and 6. Get
All
those
right.
antlers up.
Suns in 5.
Oh, yeah, we didn't give our predictions yet.
Yeah, we that was the whole point. We have to prepare for this. Me, I'm gonna say Suns in 5 or Suns in 6. Sorry,
I'm gonna go Bucks in 6.
Yes. Get those antlers up.
Phoenix in
No,
5. I just don't see.
Suns look too good right now. Did I fix it? Oh shit.
Yeah, you just did. Thanks, Tree.
Shit. No, I didn't say. I didn't say a player's name.
Exit stage left, directly behind you. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I saw the mods putting in the work. I know Kirsten went off to college or something, right?
Yeah.
She'll be
Yeah,
back in a
she's-
while.
Yeah.
I think she's off camping this week.
Yeah, that's right. Makai, Nick Man, Irvin, some guy named Hiei was modding. Pretty good.
Who the hell
Dodger
is that
Brown.
asshole?
You all did
he's
great.
around.
Love you all. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next week. We'll see you on Clickbait Sports
Clickbait.
on Friday.
Clickbait Sports.
That's
Clickbait
a
Sports.
hello. You can read that? No, I'm just clearing my throat. All right. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of the stream.